Thanks for joining me on today's topic under 8 minutes. I'm Roslyn and would like to share on this topic through my experience in developing virtual reality simulation for nursing students. For me, I like to start with sharing how humans learn. Cognitive science teaches us about attention, working memory, long-term retention, and cognitive load. An active learning where students engage, repeat tasks, and learn in context is crucial for forming durable nursing knowledge. In the past, traditional teaching often relies on memorization and recitation. This can often limit the growth of critical thinking and decision-making. In contrast, transformed teaching uses innovative methods and technology like virtual reality to create interactive student-centered environments that foster clinical competence, adaptability, and lifelong learning. So over the years, I actually developed my teaching philosophy through my experiences in cultivating curiosity and empower lifelong learners. So nursing education is quite dynamic and collaborative, I must say. So I use strategies like collaborative and self-directed learning, critical thinking exercises, blended learning, and technology-enhanced experiences to achieve these goals. During the COVID-19 pandemic, while schools closed, our commitment to learning continued. So I learned to adapt quickly by using technology to ensure students could keep learning, and virtual reality played a virtual role in maintaining such clinical education. So why virtual reality? So virtual reality creates an immersive environment that replicates real clinical scenarios safely and effectively. And I believe everyone also agrees that it engages multiple senses and also provides immediate feedback to help students learn and correct their mistakes on the spot. Recent studies showed that using virtual reality in nursing education increases students' engagement, improves knowledge retention, and enhances the transfer of skills to real clinical practice. And it has shown that it is especially effective for teaching basic life support, infection prevention, and patient communication to allow students to safely practice and receive immediate feedback. So overall, virtual reality-based training tends to provide a greater competence, confidence, and satisfaction compared to traditional methods. So the important question is, how can we ensure authentic learning in virtual reality? Authentic learning is really about connecting classroom activities to real life or real world situations. So in VR, students work on hands-on collaborative tasks that mirror actual challenges. So it should make learning more meaningful and relevant to their future careers. And to optimize immersion in virtual reality, we must actually manage the cognitive load by giving students clear instructions and manageable tasks. So scenarios should be realistic yet achievable by starting simple and building up learning skills. And scaffolding, repetition, and debriefing should help consolidate all this learning. So virtual reality is effective for mastering clinical skills, decisions making, patient safety, communication, cultural competence, and more. We can't have all these learning objectives within one virtual reality platform. Therefore, it is important for us to understand our core learning objectives that we want to achieve. Essentially, we want to allow a safe, repeatable practice, a realistic role play that provides immediate feedback that are critical for nursing education. When designing virtual reality sessions, I actually applied cognitive load theory to effectively manage intrinsic, extraneous, and germane load as shown. For intrinsic load, complex information were broken down into simpler concepts and to help prepare for the students to read. For extraneous load, instructions were streamlined, focusing on the learning objectives. For example, Our virtual reality simulations will include features like red grid lines to guide aseptic technique, timeout checklists for safety, quizzes to assess their knowledge, and task checkpoints for self-review. And for instructions and enhance the German load, I actually conduct a debriefing and reflection at the end of the virtual reality simulation to reinforce learning as well as to provide summary to help students reflect on their learning. For more information about this study, you can actually refer to this paper that is available via online. Although virtual reality has proven its positive outcomes in learning, I would like to also emphasize that it should still serve as a supplement and not a total replacement for our current teaching and learning. And it is important that measurement should also be targeted to measure both learning outcomes and the user experience. To conclude, best practices for virtual reality in education should align with our curriculum goals and pilot it before you scaling, so that you can ensure that virtual reality can be integrated successfully not only with other methods but also to support our faculty and students. More importantly, ongoing evaluation is important for continuous improvement. Thank you for joining me. Let's keep innovating and learning together. So to stay connected, you can reach out to me via email or LinkedIn. Thank you.